Hey folks, Trace Monk here, playing some more Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. So what are we going to fill those empty spots on the grid with? Well, we're going to fight us a Juggernaut. Why? Because he drops 2 strength spheres most of the time if you overkill him. I think in this case I kind of like screwed up the overdrive stuff, so it's sort of like, oh, need to get overdrive set up properly again. Of course, also part of the problem is that without already having a whole bunch of strength spheres filled in, it sort of creates a little bit of a problem in terms of figuring out exactly what to do with people. So once again, we're fighting Kodos for more spheres. Unfortunately, I'm not keeping the greatest count of strength spheres that I've used. I'm pretty sure by the time I actually stop using them that I've pretty much maxed out strength if I had every node on the board with somebody, but I'm not 100% sure. I know it's pretty close though, because looking at the stats towards the end of this, strength is in the 200s on the people that have been through multiple of the attacker grids. Magic defense, thanks to all those dang spheres, is near maxed out too, at around like 230 or something like that. Defense kind of is too, because defense is the one that we go to after this. Unfortunately, after dealing with strength and defense and magic defense, it kind of gets more grindy after that point, especially considering that I'm planning on building myself out to kind of be able to fight the Dark Aeons, which is different from how you would try to max out your stats in the original US version of this game, or the original Japanese version, basically prior to the international version, where instead of really doing too much of anything with like accuracy and evasion and agility, you're really focused on maxing out strength, magic defense, and luck. Doesn't mean that you can't work on other things too, but luck is important. And unfortunately, luck, well, let's just say that luck is a real pain, and so is magic. Now, after all that strength grinding, let's go kill us some tankets. Because tankets give the defense spheres that we so desperately need. So many defense spheres. So one thing I take to considering at this point is that I kind of need Yuna to be getting leveled up. in particular, I need Anima to be in a certain state here in the near future. Don't know why I stared at this screen for so long. I probably had something I was doing. Anyway, so Anima kind of needs haste, slow, reflect, slow, reflect, and shell to take on the person that we're going to have to take on for our magic spheres, which is Jumbo Flan. Oh boy, Jumbo Flan takes a while because he's got like 1.3 million health and he is completely immune to physical attacks and constantly is in reflect status. So here I go through filling out a whole bunch of Yuna and Wakka and Auron's grids. Which takes a lot more mana spheres than it would have otherwise. One thing that you will note as I go around here is that I am not unlocking all the lock spheres on the grid. And this has a lot to do with the fact that I'm trying to constrain things to a path so that I know where I'm actually, supposed to go. At this point I decided I need some more money, I think that's what the issue is here. I need some more money so I can bribe some things. Yeah. I decided I wanted to be able to unlock a few level 4 key spheres down near where Wakka is in the grid. So yeah, gotta go around, fight some things, kill some things. It takes me a few times through the Mimic fights to realize that I have forgotten to re-equip Riku with God Hand, so I'm only getting 50,000 per attempt. But at this point, I'm kind of like, I don't care about capturing this crap right now. I'll come back later for that. So I'm just like, okay, everybody with ultimate weapons, swing at things constantly. Oh, that was an almost terrible Great Marlboro fight right there because Auron was not in the party, so he did not have first strike. Luckily, Riku neither got confused nor berserked, and so was able to remedy Wakka, and he was able to hit it with the World Champion for 100,000 damage. So there we go. Get some key spheres. Get more key spheres. And get more. So now we get this and we get full life, which is kind of funny because, Wakka is the first character over there to get full life. At this point, we're kind of having to avoid getting the Lux spheres over there on the grid and filling them in because we don't have the Fortune spheres. We need to fill those in. Let's be honest, that's going to be yet more of a pain in the ass here coming up. Let's take a look at it here, and Yuna is finally at a point where she can use Anima and kill the Jumbo Flan, I'm pretty sure. reason I totally didn't, you know, stop the recording here in time-ish. So, pause screen. Luckily it doesn't go on for too long. So Jumbo Flan is always in Reflect. It's immune to physical attacks. And why am I here? Oh, I want to level up Yuna really fast. I want to get her even more levels. So I'd had her set to Stoic previously. But one of the best ways to get Comrade on anybody is to get in a fight with these flamethrower monks. Speed them up, slow yourselves down, and just keep yourself healed up constantly. So I started casting Shell on people, which is really funny because Wakka had reached the point in her grid where he learned Shell, so he could do that. So it's just sit here in this fight until she learns the Comrade Overdrive and smash them, and now we can set her to Comrade and go level her up massively with Dawn Tonberry. But back to handling Jumbo Flan. So how to put this? So he's in constant reflect status. He's immune to physical attacks. And he has 1.3 million health. That makes it kind of hard to deal with. So how do we deal with it? Well, the answer becomes Anima. And Anima is pretty much the fastest way to deal with it. Once you get Lulu's magic stat up there, you could possibly do it faster with her, but it is definitely more involved. It's a little less mind-numbing, but probably a little more efficient. Unfortunately, in this case, the mind-numbing is kind of the way to go, because you really just don't want to have to think about a lot of stuff in this part of things. More Kodos. Oh, you also want Anima to have Dispel, which you should have all the items you need for that once you've mostly filled in the monster arena. More killing Kodos. Only this time I think I accidentally used like a speed distiller when I totally didn't need a speed distiller. So, Jumbo Flan. Summon Anima, haste ourselves, shell ourselves, reflect ourselves, and then reflect slow onto the Flan, and then pop Jumbo Flan for as much as we possibly can. In this case, at this point, we're dealing about 60,000-70,000 damage a hit. But once you get Jumbo Flan kind of weakened, he casts Regen on himself, and you kind of want to dispel that, because even if you're dealing 99,999, it still kind of sucks. I mean, you can heal, you can do more damage than he's, healing up overall, but it just doesn't work out that well. And yes, I'm planning on getting damn close to filling out the entire sphere grid for everybody. I happen to know that there is a trophy for completely filling out the sphere grid for one person at least. To be honest, Wakka's attack reels kind of breaks the game in a lot of ways, because you can deal basically 1.2 million damage in one attack. Now, this time, we are dealing full damage to Jumbo Flan. Kind of crazy how sometimes Regen does a very small portion of his health, and then sometimes it does a very large one. And so this time I'm like, okay, that's long and kind of boring. So let's try some other things. So Earth Eater here is important because he drops fortune spheres, which are what you use to fill in luck spheres on the map. He also likes to counterattack like everything. So yeah, when he's upright, he counters with Megaton Punch, which pretty much kills people outright. And then when he's knocked down, he shoots flares out his butt, which also kill people. You'll probably notice here pretty soon, if you haven't already, that when we go fight Kodos, he is not actually like flat out killing people directly anymore. He is not strong enough to actually do that. So here's Jumbo Flan again. I think I went after the dude that gives you luck spheres. That may have to be for next time. Can't remember. But I'm working on getting the magic spheres here. I cannot remember if I actually got all of the magic spheres that I needed or not. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't at this point. Despite how fast this is sped up, going from 6 to the number I need, which is like 20 something. I think 27 or maybe 30. Not 100% sure. I'm trying to use a path that maxes out the necessary stats to go after the Dark Aeons, but avoids having to spend gil on expensive clear spheres. Because that is possible. Especially if you are not trying to max out your hit points, which there is pretty much no point in doing. There's very few bosses in the game that having more than 9,999 hit points would actually be effective against. But that's all the time we've got today, folks. I'll see you tomorrow when we do some more of this great little stat grinding. Bye-bye.